Hello everybody, Jared back again, and welcome back for another episode of Vintage Story. Alright, so in the last episode we left off just getting ready to forge up some metal to make ourselves some tools. We also went away just as, I believe, a goat and possibly a little goat family wandered into our backyard. I'm gonna leave you alone, my friend. You get to just chill. But if you could just like stick around, that'd be kind of cool, because I wouldn't mind eating you in the future. But let's munch on some food here. I think we have no food. Oh no, I have at least one more serving back here, so that's awesome. All right, so using the forge, you need to put some charcoal in there. You only need one piece of charcoal to heat up an entire forge worth. So it's not like one per piece in there. The one will do all of it, which is pretty sick. So while we're waiting for things here, let's heat you up. I'm also gonna make myself one more tool rack shelf here, just in case. And then let's actually handle up all of these tools. I've got another hammer, and I've got a pickaxe. I'm gonna hold on to the pickaxe. But the hammer is gonna go right there. Actually, it's a good thing we have that many hammers, because you need hammers. Hammers are pretty important. Let's put the rest of my inventory in storage while that's all warming up. I've got a few things on me that I do not need to be floating around, such as you. I also don't need my flint per se. Also put my sticks in my dirt. I believe that I have my red currant bushes inside, so let's go throw those into there. There it is. Although I don't really need that, to be completely honest. And you guys get berries and all of these food groups. Absolutely awesome. Look at all this stuff we got. We got flax, we got spelt, we got rye. Living the dream. Living the frickin' dream, even though it's not all the way done. All right, looks like our copper is heating up. Absolutely beautiful. Let's just do one at a time. So the first thing I want is what did I say I wanted? I want shears. I want a few different things. All right, we're gonna grab the hammer. All right, so using the hammer, because of my mod, there is 7 different things. Oh wait, before I do any of this, I'm gonna do Control Plus, because I got a level up in metalworking. So this is the Xskills mod. I'm going to immediately do heating hits. I think is my favorite. So smelter, I don't want to do that because it uses up one of my major skills. Metal recovery is kind of cool. You get metal bits. It is a pretty cool skill to have, to be completely honest, but I get so much metal that I don't really worry about it. Heating hits is pretty awesome because I can be working multiple bits, multiple pieces, and they'll heat up as it goes, so I can work with cooler metals, and I like it. All right, so you can use the arrows to, say, knock a piece up or, say, over. You can use heavy hit, which will hit heavily. You can use split. I'm not going to use split because that'll actually remove something from the metal. Or you can use heavy hit, split, arrows, and I also have autocomplete. So for things like this, some people really love like the intricacies and like doing this slowly. A lot of this game is slow medial skills or medial tasks, to be honest. This is not one of those medial tasks I like to get it done as quickly as possible. So with that done, I now have the tool, and it is hot. I could get myself some water out here to have a quenching station. I think I'm just gonna hold on right now. If I want to, I can run to the pool and throw all this in. All right, so I got myself my shears. I want my axe now, so let's just get this thing powered through. There's my axe blade. So I think I said I wanted a shovel and a axe, but is that what I want? I think I actually might want a better way to defend myself first and foremost. So I think I'm going to go for a copper spearhead. I could go for the falx, but I actually prefer running around with some copper spears early game. I like to run around with 3 of them. So I'm going to go a copper spearhead. In fact, I am going to go 2 copper spearheads. I can get some more metal smelting down pretty quickly here if I wanted to get myself a shovel and a axe. In fact, I think I'm going to do that because it'd be a pretty useful thing to have. I know I said I wanted to leave bright and early, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some copper smelting here, go for an adventure south, see how far it is to the ocean. I'm pretty sure it's pretty close, and then come back and get some stuff, right? I want to actually do some exploring first before making the big trip. Oh wait, I have 4 more pieces right there. What am I talking about? I have more than enough to do this. Let's just get this thing done. I don't know why I thought I had to wait for another pour for that. Already on top of it. Look at us go. Let's get you going and you going. I want, are you still warm? Okay. Let's just get you firing and you firing. The current rift activity is medium, so I might be booted out of this. We'll see. Do I have more sticks? Did I put them over here? I did indeed. With these 2 copper spearheads, and now I can make my stack of 3. It takes 3 copper spears to kill a wolf, and 3 copper spears to kill a boar. So that's why I like to have 3. And then I can just, you know what? Let's put my 2 flint spears there. Where to get you, Soren? Yes, we should have enough heat to get you going. We'll grab you guys because that's what I wanted with those 2 units. Absolutely beautiful. All right, and so with these guys, I can make an axe, I can make a shovel, and I can make a knife. Axe, shovel, knife, and 1 more spearhead. Hail to the yeah. Absolutely beautiful. And then actually, I can actually start. They can get, you can see as I shift click, I'll do my last spearhead and look at it. The workable temperature is only 542. Copper is really, really easy to work. It doesn't have to be very hot at all. All right, perfect. Let's get my final spear legged up. Perfect. You're going to go over here. Let's get my knife going. And let's get my axe going. Absolutely beautiful. And it looks like I need 2 more pieces of wood. Do I have an axe? No, I don't. Oh man, gotta go the old-fashioned way. 1. I just got like 3 or 4, didn't I? Get in the ground. I just got, where did my sticks go? Right there, 3. All right, so axe, boom, shovel, boom. Lean that shovel against the ground there. Let's throw you on the wall. And are you still, you're solidified, aren't you? I waited too long. Heck yeah. All right, boom. Let's get that thing going there so I can actually put this thing away. While I'm waiting, let's get ourselves a little bit of firewood here. I'm not even going to worry about getting the branches off. Although, wait. I can show you the shears. Shears! Shears. Sticks! Get over here, sticks. Yes. Oh, I love shears. Shears will get you, obviously, so they break, I think, a 3x3 square around them, or circle around them. So it's way faster to get shears, and you also have a much stronger chance of getting a seed. So I think I probably, yeah, look at that. I got 4 seeds. In fact, I think I probably got like 6 seeds. If I look around. Frickin' borax right there. Yep, 6 seeds. Absolutely beautiful. Just gonna make ourselves a line of seeds there. We don't even care. Let's lean that thing against there. I don't care about you anymore. And let's grab ourselves some more wood. All right, 12 stacks of wood. Oh, wait. I forgot about my frickin' you again. You're solidified again? Ah, stop doing this. Let's put a piece of peat in there first. And then one of these guys to get it hot enough. Keep trying to get it up with just the 1 coal, and I'm failing epically. All right, we've got ourselves an axe. So using an axe and these new logs that I've got, I'm just gonna make all of them. Probably went a little overkill on them, but that's okay. Put you up there. And then with my 16 nails and strips, I should be able to, yep, with 2 full stacks, make 16 chests. All right, so first thing I want to do is I'm just going to put, let's put 2 away over there. I'm going to take the 14, and I'm going to make double 7 chests. I also have a mod called Sortable Chests, so I'm going to immediately turn them into sortable chests. I'm also going to turn these guys, one by one, into sortable single chests. And the first thing I'm going to do right off the bat, put you on the ground. Let's grab you. You're ready to go. Perfect. Make even more. 1, 2. We are going to have storage frickin' galore, you guys. It's going to be absolutely brilliant. Let's put you now so we can actually see what the heck is going on. Perfect. All right. Although there we go. I can't have this guy on my back until this one's off my back. I forgot this was full of stuff. Absolutely hilarious. I'm gonna take you out. Let's put you in there. Let's put you guys in there. You. Okay, no, I don't want you open anymore. We're gonna fill this guy up with things that I want to take with me to our new location. What else do I want to take with me? I want to take you. Let's take a look around and see what else I want to take with me. I do want to take all of this food with me. What just happened? Oh. Take all of this food with me. There we go. So now I have 1 serving in there. It's not really that much, to be completely honest. I'm going to take my cooking pot with me. Take this with me. I'm going to leave the food behind, although I am just noticing that I actually should probably make a pot of food before I go on an adventure. That's even smarter. Yes. Let's be smart about this. How about? So we're going to make you, and I need 6 of you. Boom. You. Boom. 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 That's going to make 6 servings. They're all 6s, so I should be good. Let's do 7 of these. I don't have a torch on me yet, so we'll grab the torch. Get you heating up. And you are also good to go, so I'm going to use my crock to grab 4 servings, and I'll grab 1 serving right there. And we'll see if this is still good to go when we get back. It is almost 1 in the morning, but I think I'm going to start journeying south no matter what. Into the darkness. It is calm rift activity, so I should be fine. I'm going to leave all of this alone behind me. That's all good. I've got an extra pickaxe with me. I've got my 3 spears. I've got my torch. I've got my food. In fact, I have double food. Why did I do that to myself? I'm going to leave this one behind. I don't need you. It'll be bad when I get back, but that's okay. All right, I'm going to head straight south, and I'll bring you guys back if I see anything amazing. But I think I'm gonna go around this mountain range and aim to go like maybe down here. In fact, I'm gonna put a little pinned marker right there. It's a star and hit save. So now on the map I have a pinged marker. I'm gonna go down there and I'll bring you back and we'll take a little gander around what the world looks like once I'm there. All right, we are closing in on our prey here, which apparently is right in a little bit of a peat bog. Is that that looks like a meanderable hole. Let's go do a little bit of tippy tapping. Ooh, this is what some cracked sandstone or cracked stone looks like, which actually makes it quite easier. I think I hear bees. Absolutely glorious. Exactly what I want. Perfect. All right, we have another high consider. All right, we're in the same place. High considerite. We also got ourselves a level in survival, it looks like. Yeah, absolutely. So I have 3 options here. I have long life, so my health is increased by 5. I'll probably take that one because huge stomach just increases my saturation limit. Well rested means I think I'm gonna take long life. I don't sleep a lot, so well rested isn't gonna really do much for me, and I don't want to right now. I don't think I want to do more heavy stomach. I'm gonna take long life. Is there any other skill ups I've had? Nope, I have not leveled up. All right, can you hear that buzzing? That means there is a bee's nest somewhere over here in one of these trees. Oh, nope, it's getting loud over here. All right, so I'm looking for bees roaming around. Wait, is it right here? There it is. A wild beehive medium. Right frickin' there. So I now have it on my map. Let's take a look at my map. I also noticed something. Couple things. Heck yeah, we found the ocean, you guys. Not only have we found the ocean, we found bauxite. That is absolutely crazy. I'm wondering... Oh, no, this is a mountain. There's a cool little inlet here. We need to go check that out. But bauxite is an absolutely beautiful, beautiful site. So not only do we have bees, not only do we have high cassiterite, we've got ourselves some bauxite. There is another trader right here on the map. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run down to that trader. It'll continue to open up this down south part. And then we're going to go and see what this coastline looks like. I think that is the game plan. All right, I'm going to delete this guy. And I'm going to just... I know that it is basically exactly southwest. It's down here. So I'm just going to run it down there. So with that beehive, I guess actually I could do that before I leave. You know what? We've got the time. We've got the energy. Let's get some flowers around this thing. For your bees, you need to put flowers around for them to swarm. So we want to get at least like 20-ish flowers going on here. We also, for it to swarm into something, we need a beehive. Now I'm seeing that we actually have some cattails here. So let's just grab, you know what, let's just do it. We're gonna grab it. So I need, I think it's 24 cattails. Take a quick gander actually. Grab the cattails and press H on them. I want to make a beehive. That's not what I want. I want you. And that's going to take... All right, so it's 8 times 2, so it's 16. I need 16 cattails. So that's 16, and the next thing I need is a piece of clay. So let's see if there's any clay deposits easily recognizable around here. I think there's some right there. So while we're holding on to it, if we see any clay, we'll come back for it. But we have everything we need except for the clay. Let's actually get it ready to swarm, though. So I have... not quite enough flowers. Let's get ourselves some more here. The more flowers you have around, the faster it's going to swarm. So we're actually probably going to forget about it for a few days anyway, so it's probably not that big of a deal. But still, getting ourselves a decent amount of flowers around there isn't going to harm us. Perfect. All right, let's go back to the beehive here. Yeah, I hear you, wolves. You're not allowed to get me. And let's get all of these flowers scattered around this beehive. So it is right here. Fill her up. I don't remember exactly how far their reach is. I think it's like an 8x8 circle you can fill all of the flowers with. I had 10 more heather here. But hey, that's okay if we're just putting it down, right? All right, so there we go. So now this beehive has some flowers. You can see nearby flowers. It takes like an hour in-game for it to clock the nearby flowers. You can see the population is poor right now because it does not have any nectar, but we just gave it a bunch of nectar, which is absolutely awesome. Let's go down to the trader, and on the way, we'll see if we can find ourselves, good gosh, any... There's another beehive over there. There's multiple beehives in this forest. That's kind of sick, actually. But I've already started that one, so I've established that is my beehive that I'm choosing. Oh, I see you, my friend, Pink Apple. And I'm not going quite the right direction. It's over here. Whoop, there is a wolf on top of me. And I got him. Absolutely terrifying. But he actually ran into a falling spear there, so that's how I killed him. And because he was a low creature weight, he didn't have any fat on him. That's a little bit unfortunate. I am going to take his bones just because I'm not too sure if this is true. I have heard that the wolves won't respawn unless you take the bones. And I know it's interesting that I want the wolves to respawn, but they're actually a half decent way to get yourself some fat and some leathers. So I don't mind wolves, to be completely honest. All right, I was coming this direction. I actually passed the trader because I wanted some clay, and I found it. All right, found that clay. I'm only going to take a little bit for right now because all I really want is this. I'm blanking on what it's called right now. I want this skep. There we go. In fact, I'm going to throw that away. And we got to get ourselves back to that beehive after I go and see what kind of trader we got ourselves going on here. I'll also haven't looked at the map since I've been here. We'll see how close we are to the water and what our coastline looks like. All right, what's your name, buddy? You are Adachi, and what do you got to trade? You are a local goods artisan. All right, cool. So he's going to sell like maps and tapestries and vessels and all that kind of jazz. And he's going to buy fat. I'm not selling you that. Diamonds. He's going to buy clay, actually, but he's not buying red clay, which is what we just found. That's hilarious. But we do actually have... He's only giving 1 gear for a full stack of clay, though. Yeah, that's not very good, dude. All right, let's take a look at the map. So we got you in there. Have we found the lower... Oh, we have found the lower ocean there, I think. I am going to... You know what? I'm going to swing down and back up. Let's swing down here, see what this looks like, and then back up through here. Yeah, I think that's the better choice. As we go down, we will hit some of these spots and do a little tippy-tappies. And I see the ocean. What do we got down here? Okay. Okay, so this coast goes all the way around like this. I've got another trader down there, and I'm still got enough food on me. I think I'm going to go check out that trader and explore that ocean. I also look like I have some kind of a ruin over here. So let's take a quick gander at what this ruin is. Doesn't look like a very big one. Oh, what do I got? I've got Stonemason's blueprint. Hello, Mr. Skeleton. I'm going to take your blueprint, my friend. Thank you very much. What are you going to make for me, my friend? The stone maker's blueprint. Okay. So it allows me to make... Anyway, you can utilize it to change stone types. It's a useful guide thing to have. All right, let's see what this tree is. It is a yellow apple tree. And while I'm here, I'm going to utilize this kind of little steeper hill to maybe find ourselves some rock. Yeah, even though it's... oh, it's bauxite here. So bauxite is a very important find. You need bauxite for your second and third tier and first tier fire clay bricks, which you need for steel production. Very important. So, but it is also just a rock. It's a rock type. So let's break it up. We can still use to get our little tippy tappies in here. See what we can find. One more, please. And boom. Looks like we got not a lot going on here. That wasn't a great tippy tap here. All right, let's see where we are. Yeah, I think this is a different location here. Well, this is actually pretty promising. Even though I'm not a huge fan of this landscape, there might be some cool landscape over here. Let's go see. Hello, chickens. I quite like building in kind of like a bay kind of a situation. I just think it looks cool. So there is a nice little bay. And if it's right by that trader, depending on what kind of trader it is, it's also right by a little forest, which is kind of nice. It's also right by some hot springs. Yeah, I was thinking like if we were building along here, it would have a forest in the background. We would have this nice bay to work around. That could be pretty cool. Let's go take a quick look. Let's go take a quick look to see what we got going on here. We'll leave it be for him. All right, what kind of trader do we got? What do we got? He's a biggie, that's for sure. Hello, friendo. You are a furniture trader. You are Rabil. So he's going to sell doors. Oh, he sells lanterns. How many gears do I have? I didn't bring my gears with me. I don't think I have 7 gears. I definitely don't have 7 gears. And I don't have anything to sell him. Wait. He demands 2. Well, I can only get 2 copper. Never mind. He is buying copper nails and strips. So that could be kind of cool, I guess. We can see what he's selling in the future, but yeah, lanterns, not a bad buy, to be completely honest, because it's quite the step to get them. And he's got himself a little bit of a ruin right outside his house. That's kind of fun. Are you hiding anything cool in your ruin, my friend? Maybe if I went digging, but I don't really want to go digging. You have a rift outside your house. All right. Looking at this landscape. It's not too hilly, which is kind of nice. And then it's got itself kind of a nice hill behind it. Oh, that's quite pretty, actually. So, like, if we were to build our house along there, that would not be terrible. It does have a wolf and a bear for neighbors, which is kind of fun. But it has that forest for us to utilize in the background. We could kind of build along here and have a nice little port inlet for us. Or we can continue venturing south. What I think I want to do is, I think this is a good option. It'd be also kind of cool to like build like a, maybe like build like our boating situation, our dock situation over there, and even do like a little bridge across to that island. How far away does that island look if we were to look at it from over here? Like, I know it's far away. I'm being chased by a boar. Being chased by a boar. You know what? He's going to take two and then run. Oh, no. He tried to go for an attack on the third one. Well, that wasn't very smart. You are a dead boar, though. Are you going to give me a fat? Come on, dude. Give me a fat. Heck yes! Fat for the win. I hear enemies. Where are these guys? They must be underneath me. I'm gonna run away right now. We're gonna put some stuff in my backpack in just a second. All right, that is a fantastic first point. Our first location for us to check out. I like it. So now that I'm far enough away, I'm gonna run along here. I'm gonna go look at this inlet, and there might be something over here as well as an option. I don't want to build near the stone, but I could also take a gander over here and see what it is over here. I mean, being as far south as possible is going to make getting myself further south easier, but it's not like it's going to be a big deal to have a location down here on a boat that's not that far. But let's run along the side of the coast and see what it looks like over here. All right, so we are near that inlet, and we found ourselves a bunch of bauxite. So I wouldn't want to go in there because it looks like I have no way to get out without mining myself a pathway. So this, I think, is a little bit out, and I'm going to go check what it looks like. Although what we're looking at right now is this inlet. And let's take a quick gander. I think it might be a little bit too steep for my wants and desires, but it could work. It's got chickens. That's always nice. It also has a fruit tree of some kind up here that I'm trying to get myself up to. Oh, God. Oh, God. Let me up. Let me up. Oh, it's got multiple fruit trees. I got myself a young apple and a pink apple. Yellow apple, not young apple, sorry. Although it might have said young apple anyway. And yeah, this is way too hilly for my wants and needs, I think. Even though it is pretty cool and that would allow us access out, I think that this is a better option than that. Cool. And then it looks like this goes up in here. All right, cool. Let's meander over here. We'll take a little tippy tap in these little caves here, and then we'll work our way back up to the bees. Just to see. Just to see. I'm not going down there. I'm going to keep myself up in the high hills here, I think. And this is way too steep to be thinking about building on. Yeah, absolutely not. Even though, again, this looks pretty sick. What a cool little bay. But yeah, I think that's going to be way too steep to be really doing any thinking about. Jeez, I ran past so many bees coming over here. And wolves, which I hope are still not following me. So I could have been like setting a bunch of beehives. I really only need to set up the one though. So we're just going to get this guy going here. You need to make sure Okay, I don't want to... So the Beehive is over here. So I don't want to hit the Beehive. So I'm going to put mine right here. I want to make sure it's high enough that the raccoons aren't going to get it, but still close enough that this guy can swarm into it. So you can see now the population is large. There's 31 nearby flowers. So it's probably going to swarm pretty quickly into our new Beehive, which is absolutely sick. All right, so here we go. Let's head ourselves directly northeast-ish, so this direction. I was correct. This dirt is Perrier white gravel. Absolutely beautiful. Finding olivine should be relatively easy, hopefully. I see the ocean. I see the ocean. You are a agricultural trader. These guys are actually pretty sick because they'll have things like K-pop seeds. Absolutely beautiful. So they'll sell you some things, even like, yeah, some dairy as well, right? So they'll sell you seeds from the south, which are kind of sick. So K-pop, I actually really like K-pop. Also, cabbage is one of the best seeds in the game. We'll find that in ruins all over the place, though. So it's nice to meet you. Thank you very much for letting me know you're here, my friend. Let's take a quick gander at what we got. All right. So I don't want to build in a dirt biome. However, we could go take a quick gander at this area over here and see what this little bay looks like. Because if there's like a forest or a cool spot over here, this could also be a cool spot. Yeah, let's continue our adventures heading northeast here and see what we find. So I'm not seeing any forest nearby, which isn't the worst thing in the world. And it is quite hilly. However, that's also not the end of the world. In fact, it could be kind of cool. So in this location, it looks like we kind of have the best of both worlds. We could like build here and span across to over here, and we could have access to like the North Ocean and the South Ocean. That's pretty sick. Now there isn't a forest nearby, but we can obviously plant our own trees and whatnot. That's super interesting. That is a super white stone down there. Just a second. It's probably granite, and I'm getting ahead of myself and getting really excited. But there is a chance that I'm seeing limestone. That looks really, really white. Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, I think... Oh, sorry, that is gravel. We could, like, build here and have, like, a boat on either side of the ocean kind of thing. That could be pretty cool. I really don't like building on dirt, though, so it would be on that side. And the height difference is pretty big. I think I kind of want a little bit more flat ground, so I may veto this myself and just go back to what I was already saying on the other spot. That's very white. Oh my god. Have we find peridotite, limestone, and bauxite all in like the same area? Jesus. All right, so okay. This is limestone, peridotite, and bauxite. Those are, in my opinion, the three most important stones, and we have granite and a little bit of marble. This is bloody bonkers. That's so crazy. There are people that spend like 100 hours searching their map for every single one of those individual things. Not the granite, I mean. But every other one, there are times where you cannot find them on a single playthrough, and I found them all at the same time. That is crazy. If you guys didn't spawn this in with me, I would even suggest that I was cheating myself. That is absolutely bonkers. All right, I think I've made a decision, though. I don't think I want this spot. Maybe this is like kind of a cool spot to have like a little like outpost. But I think it would be a little annoying to go out that way. And not that it would be annoying to go out that way. I don't like this coastline. I don't want to go further north and there's dirt there. So I think I'm going to pull the trigger and say that here or possibly over here are going to be the location of our base. I feel like right here we're going to make a sprawling settlement We're going to have forests, multiple types of forests out there, which is absolutely awesome. Looks like we have another fruit tree over there. I think that's the plan. We're going to ship everything we have down there. There is a bear, so we'll have to do some bear traps. But that's okay. Bear traps for the win. All right, I'm going to run ourselves back to our little spot there, and we'll call it from there. All right, home sweet home. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pack up a bit and take a bunch of these guys down to our new house. Yeah, let's do it. Oh, and I just clocked that I have enough flax fibers there to... What do I do with the other flax fibers? Oh, I bet you they're in my chest here. I think I have enough to make... Where'd all my flax fibers go? Am I just blind as a frickin' bat? Or are they hidden? They're right there. Perfect. All right, cool. So, 1. And then you. Absolutely beautiful. Let's do this. You're going to go right there. Absolutely glorious. And I'm not even going to try and take the cattails because I don't need more cattails on my adventures. Oh, I have an idea. We're going to do that. I think I have a piece of fat. So, piece of fat and a bowl makes a oil lantern. So that means I can put that guy down. The burning noise is gone. Also, I can now take this oil lantern underwater, which is absolutely fantastic. We're going to take you with me. Like so. Nothing is in you. And let's just fill my inventory with other things in here after, putting you on my back. Perfect. And I'll take that bad boy. I have enough room for at least 1 full stack of charcoal. So let's see how much this charcoal will give us. The answer is 51 charcoal. All right, let's put you in there. Put you in there. Let's see what else. That means I have 3 more inventory slots, and then I'm running. What else do I want to bring with me? Let's bring... Oh, there's more charcoal. 64 plus. I'm going to leave you 5 here. None of you. Do I want to bring... You know what? Let's bring all of you. I'm going to put you over with the food. I think that's it. I'm going to come back for a second trip and grab all of these perishables. But in the meantime, so these guys are good for 6 days. Let's actually bury this. There we go. And now that will all last a little longer. All right, cool. I'm going to ship all this down to our desired location down here and set up a little bit of a settlement. Probably another dirt hut, but at least it'll be a dirt hut near where we are planning on building our forever home. So I'm going to run that down, and I'll see you guys down there. All right, we're about to get a nice view of our new bay, I believe, pretty shortly here. And I just learned by looking at the environment here that we have a very common rain area. Hopefully that's okay. Hopefully the rain's not too noisy. I can always turn the volume down. It does mean... Ooh. Do I have? No, I don't. I'll come back for you, my friend. It does mean that our crops are going to be watered a little more often, which is absolutely brilliant. But we do have to listen to the rain often as well. It also means there's a much higher chance of there being medium fertility soil or even high fertility soil in the area, which is lovely. All right, so here's that mountain up there, which looks like it's a mostly, and I'm actually totally okay with this, a larch forest because it's a bit high up in the mountain. Larch is a beautiful, beautiful wood in my opinion. So that's awesome. I don't know what I just saw, but that's okay. Okay. So here would be where we would be building our new home. And it's even got some pigs. Love to see it. Pigs for the win. Let's go see what kind of fruit trees are randomly chilling in this new spot for us. We got ourselves a young yellow apple, and a pink apple already chilling and waiting for us. Look at this beauty. There is a baby pig, which means that there is a probably parent pig. Guys. That's brown coal. Is that brown coal? That's frickin' brown coal right away. Jesus. Bloody. I'm not even streaming, but I'm getting streamer luck. YouTuber luck for the win. Brown coal as well. That is absolutely awesome. And a bear and some wolves. I'm going to... I hear you, bud. I hear you. Are you coming for me? He's coming for me. It's because he has a baby. It's because he has a baby. He's mad. Are you still coming for me? All right, dude. If you want to play this game, we can play this game. You're not going to win. And that's a deer? That's a deer. Wow, the wildlife in this little spot is absolutely crazy. I don't have room for whatever I'm grabbing from you right now. Why am I doing this? You hold tight. All right, so I know we're not quite planning, but let's set up ourselves a little home base over by this water over here. We're close to the forest, we're close to our bay, but we're far enough away that we can, you know, set up base. Oh, there's actually already a cave here. Is that the cave we were in before? That is the cave we were in before. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to wall this cave off. Because I can hear the dangers already in there. And this is going to be the start of whatever our cave is. Yeah, that's great. There we go. All right, wall of shelves. We have more things to put away, but I think I'm gonna leave that for the next episode when we can set up our little world here in our new spot. The sun has risen, so we can take a little bit of a better look. Look at our glorious spot. Look at our glorious wolves. We are gonna have to continue to deal with those guys because they will respawn, but that's okay because that is a constant source of meat and hides. Even the bear. Going to make life getting sturdy leather so much easier. But I think that I am going to call that one there. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully you are excited about our new spot that we've got going on here, which is super awesome. Look at this peninsula. Super exciting. All right, on that note, thank you very much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.